Okay, uh, welcome to this class. Okay, so this is so far all the student list who have already enrolled to this class. So would you please help me to check whether your name is on it? Okay, because I think Daiwa is not here. All right, please, if somebody met with Daiwa, would you please help me to deliver the message? And I will notice I will notice our assistant later. Okay, so we have new friends. Yeah. Welcome.
Actually, I missed it, the registration because I thought it worked. Then I registered for something else.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, just a reminding. Won't need reminding for everybody. Okay, that's it. And starting from this semester, I'm going to making a roll call every class. So that is for the safety. If everybody um, feels about the equality of the score, I will using this as part of my scoring tools. Okay, so please must be noted that to attend the class, I need your help to finish the learning progresses. So this is our teams. Sorry, I used the microphone. 1 2 1 2. All right. So this is the MS Teams of our courses, and I think I'd better turn the map off. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the first introduction of this class. So from today, we're going to upload every PowerPoint slide over here. So I just upload the chapter number 1 over here, and I will gradually upload the successive parts. All right. So if you didn't see this group, and I'm going to show you the code as I can remember. It's over here. The team code generate. Uh-huh. Okay, you can take a Photoshop if you didn't have these open. Okay, so start post. Hi. So let's download the chapter number 1, and we are going to start the class. Hmm? But do you have any trouble with it? Um, I'm going to upload the same PowerPoint to the iStudy system. Okay, so in order to for you to have some materials on this class. Wait a moment, please. Okay, so I also upload a copy of this PowerPoint to the ISP system, so you can find the PowerPoint over there. All right, let's start the class. So, thank you for learning with Mr. Fu from last semester. I hope you have a nice journey in your learning in Taiwan. But actually, I have to say that um, maybe you don't know I'm the most demanding teacher in all the local classes. Actually, I am. But last semester, I think you need some room for your growth. So actually, I didn't push so hard on this class. So, but for this semester, I also suffered some pressure. So our department noticed about our exhibition last semester. Actually, we didn't have any exhibition, right? This is not acceptable. So please do remember that we have to move further, step further, and progress further. So this semester we have to launch an exhibition. This is the first thing to say. So in order to help everybody, fortunately, I can do something for you. I can share my knowledge on how to develop the APP with everybody. So this is the first beginning, and I hope I mean, the lesson over here, the advanced interactive programming design, this lesson to be a help for your project this semester. If you have any problem, don't hesitate. Just contact with me. You can ask me any kinds of problem like how to develop an application, how to use Unity to design an AR or VR application, or something like that. All right. So let's start it. All right. Today we're going to set up every tool. We're going to set up every tool you'll need throughout the semester. So I noticed that some of you guys have your own laptop, right? That is good. But if you don't have your own laptop, you can open the computer over here. You still can go through each of the lessons, the exercises, right? So today we're going to install the tool chain. The first tool chain we need is Electron. Electron is an app that allows you to use JavaScript to develop an application. So after that, your lightning speed, you have lightning speed to develop a desktop app. So easy and so fast. So that's the reason why we're going to use Electron. And the second framework, the second tool we're going to install is the Ionic framework. Ionic framework works similar to Electron. The most difference is that Ionic can help you to build application on mobile, while the Electron help you to build the application on PC. So one for PC, the other for mobile. Okay, okay, great. And if we have some time later, we're going to have some exercise. Okay, that's the plan of today. So this is the syllabus and the schedule of this class. Today, this is February the 17th, right? So we are going to have introduction. We're going to introduction about Electron, WebEx, and Ionic, and React. Oh, do you guys heard of React.js before? Maybe I mentioned about that last semester, and I was thinking that you can by self-learning get some knowledge about React. Okay, never mind. We're going to talk about React this semester. I hope I have time. And starting from the lesson number 2, we're going to share some knowledge about JavaScript or OOP. Maybe some students will ask, Mr. Fu, why are we going to study TypeScript? I heard that TypeScript has type, but JavaScript doesn't have type, right? The reason why we're going to teach JavaScript is because JavaScript is the fundamental when you're getting into the program world of internet. TypeScript is a little bit lousy because you have to install some compiler and you have to know about the concept of OOP. 4 lessons. 4 lessons, and these lessons are for investment app design. Okay, I can show you one of the work. And sooner we are going to have a midterm project. So for this midterm project, I will offer 3 options. I will offer 3 options with different difficulties to everybody. So if you choose the easiest one, you'll be happy development. If you choose the hardest one, you'll be very happy development. Okay. And very happy about score. Because the difficulty will earn more score than the easiest one. Okay, this is how we going to do the midterm job. And later we're going to share the knowledge about React.js. These two parts works in similar framework. I'm using the same coding style throughout this part and this part. So in order to let you pen this and migrate from Electron to Reactive. All right, and for the final part, for the final project, we're still going to have a personal project. Okay, for this lesson, we expect everybody to work as a one man army. So you don't have any teammates. You have to go through the difficulty by yourself, right? For this class, for this course. But for the sentence project, you can have a team, maybe, because I'm still thinking about whether to let everybody to have a team or work alone. Okay. All right, I think that is the schedule. Okay, so for lesson 1, the objective of this lesson is to set up the toolchain. And we have some example project. We're going to compile the project and test the chain. So everything works fine, and then we can move on to next week and next lesson. Oh, so do you know ChatGPT? You are encouraged. You are encouraged to use ChatGPT throughout the semester, right? Because we are design department, we are not engineering department. So every time if I saw you are using ChatGPT, I will give you applause. Okay. Yeah, good job. Okay, so let's set up a toolchain right now. Okay. The first one to install is Visual Studio Code. May I ask everybody whether you have already installed VS Code or not? If you have VS Code, please raise your hand. Oh, okay. Thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay, we can skip this PowerPoint slide. Actually, VS Code is the most popular one when you're learning JavaScript. Nice choice. Next one. All right, so the next one we're going to install is the Node.js. What is Node.js? Probably you heard before that. You heard full stack engineer. Have you ever heard the term front end engineer, back end engineer, and full stack engineer? Okay, what does it mean? No matter whether you are full stack front end or back end engineer, in the web design world, everything is done with JavaScript, or I should say 80% to 70% of the codes are written in JavaScript. So Node.js is the tool to let you to use JavaScript on your computer for programming. Otherwise, your JavaScript won't work at all. You could only work in the Chrome browser, in the Explorer browser, in the Firefox. Because the help of Node.js, so we can program JS code on our PC. All right, so let's dive into the official website of Node.js. So we see, as you can see, here is a link over here. So let's click the link. Okay, so this is the official site of Node.js. By simply click the green button over here, we can start to download the installer. Okay, I think the installation process is easy. just click the next step, and you can finish the installation. Okay, I think does everybody already install the Node.js? Okay. Okay, I think everybody have installed the Node.js. All right, next. The next one, we don't need to install right now because for each of the project, we're going to install independently. Every time we initiate a new project, we're going to download the Electron again. What is Electron? Okay, the icon is really cool. I really appreciate the icon. I like the speed and the dynamic feeling about the icon. So Electron actually is a browser. You may say, Mr. Fu, what do you mean? What do you mean an app is a browser? I can't get it. All right, let me explain. You know that to run a JavaScript, we have to we need a browser because the browser has a interpreter called the interpreter. It is not a compiler. It just reads the JavaScript and turn into an executable code immediately. That is not compilation. If you don't understand, then forget about it. Okay, it just interprets at a lightning speed. So without the help of browser, you can run JavaScript. So how about that? We make an app and we embedded a browser into it. We just stuff the browser into the application. And whenever our user wants to run the program, we just load the JavaScript immediately to the browser and pretend it is an application. How about that? Okay, that is a smart idea. So this is Electron. Electron actually has a Chromium as its core, as the that is the Chromium browser. Chromium browser is the core of Chrome, which is open source by the Google team. So of course it's free to everybody. Electron just smartly integrate Chromium into the framework. So every time you open the Electron app, you're using the Chromium. So that's the reason why we can program using JavaScript. Next. All right. So congratulations, you installed everything that could be start. So let's have an exercise. Mm, this lesson is from the Electron official website. Actually, an Electron tutorial. By simply clicking the link, you'll be able to learn more. Da, 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 da. But I think you don't have so much time. So let's cut into the chase. Let's make it short. Right. All right. The first thing is to initiate command console by typing CMD over here. Do you know command console? All right, let me have an example for everybody. Just type C and D. Type C and D in your search bar. When you press enter, you should be able to see the command console. We call this thing command console. Uh-huh. Have you ever heard the DOS, the disk operation system before? Actually, when I was young, when I was studying in senior high school or junior high school, we don't have Windows system. We don't have any desktop. All we have is this kind of computer. So at that time, when I'm saying that Papa, Mama, I want to learn some computer things. Okay, that means that I have to stare at these things the full day with a black background and white characters. So, this is the pure engineering interface. Congratulations, now you are an engineer. So let's type something in the command console. If you want to see the directory, you can type dir directory and enter. All right. These are the files that I had in this directory. Of course, this is a system directory, so there are so many stuff. And if you want to change to other directory, you can type change directory cd and change to c disk. This is backslash. And by typing enter, you can change to c disk. But we are not going through the basic operation of console. Okay, we're just going to teach you how to use the Node.js. So right now, let's create a directory and dive into the directory. If you don't know how to use the command to create a folder, that is okay. I need your help to create a work directory. The name could be assigned freely by yourself. So from now on, every lesson we're going to go to the folder and create some project. Okay. Don't let your don't let your project to scatter everywhere. You are hard to management the projects. So so right now it is empty, right? Hold your shift key and right click your mouse. You'll be able to see this this option. Open with code. Sorry, I have a Chinese system, all right? Without holding shift, you will not be able to see the context menu. Only if you only if you holding the shift key and right click your mouse, and you will be able to see this option. Open with VS Code. Ta-da! Then you are going to have a VS Code over here, right? Okay. Now let's close the VS Code and do that again. But this time we are going to create another folder. We're going to say hello world. Hello world. And this time we're going to dive into the hello world folder and do that again. Holding shift to right click your mouse button and select open with VS Code. As you might probably notice about that, now this time the root folder changed. The root folder is different to last time you open VS Code. So the root folder will be the one where you initiate the command. So get it? All right. So now we have a project root. We'll call this folder a project root folder, and we're going to program, make some JS code, and integrate some assets into the folder. All right. To make it a Node.js folder, we have to type this command. We have to type npm init. Forget about the upper one because we just use the file explorer to finish the task for the first line. Now we have to initiate this folder as a no folder, no project folder. So how to do that? Okay, one secret for you. Okay, where are we right now? We are now in the folder of Hello World. I tell you a magic, right? Click on the address bar, type C and D, enter, boom. Now you are in that folder. You don't need to cd change directory, change right. Don't need to do that. Just open the file in the file explorer and type cmd at the address bar. Boom. Then you'll be opening your Hello World folder. cmd enter. We just need one console. All right. Now let's initiate this project folder as a no project. What is the command? npm and init. All right, enter. Now we are facing some questions that will be help to start this project as the initial information. The package name. Okay, since the folder is hello world, so it suggests that the project should be called as hello world 2. Nice choice. I'll just press enter. Just press enter to apply the default setting. And he asked me what is the version of this project. This is the first time, so it should be version number 1. Enter again. And description. Uh, description. This is a hello world app, or anything you would like to address. What is this project? You can type over here. Okay. Let's type hello world app. Next one, entry point. The entry point is pretty similar to the main. Do you remember Professor Wang? Professor Wang, your freshman year, and at that time, he should be writing many programs in the main function or similar tasks. So this is the first entry point of the project. I have to specify where or which file can it have uh, which file will having this entry point. By default, it's index.js, but I'm going to change to main.js. This is my personal habit, or you can keep the name as index.js. Enter. Test command. We don't have any test command, so just press enter. Git repository. We don't have Git repository right now. Keywords. Nothing special. Just press enter right now. Author. Okay, author is Mr. Fu. We have to type author. License. The default license is the ISC. The most popular may be GNU or the MIT license. But we can just apply the default setting right now. ISC is okay. All right. So this is the information we typed so far. Is it okay? Yes. All right. So next time, if you feel that, oh, this is too lousy for me, I don't have to spend so much time on addressing the initiation information for my application. Can I apply every default setting? Yes. Let me tell you how to do that. You can just use npm init and the dash y. I'm sorry, the letter will be a little bit small. Okay. Npm space init space dash y. The y means yes. Y means yes to every question. So if we init the project with this, and the project will be initiated as the default setting. But right now we have already some information in it. Next time you can try the dash y. All right. So let me explain what happened during the settings. Oh, sorry. So as we can see, now we have a package JSON over here. This is the most important feature for a Node.js project. Without this setting file, your Node.js will know nothing about what it should do for you. So this is the most important file for a Node.js project. So next time when you are surfing the internet and downloading some example code from GitHub, you'll see a lot of packages JSON over here. So don't be afraid. This is just something that help you to download the rest of the project. All right. So go back to the VS Code. Ooh, and there is also the package JSON over here because they are synchronized. Whenever you have some operation on your file before, that thing will be reflected to here because they are synchronized. It asks me, do I trust the folder? Yes, or I always trust the author because the author is me. Okay. All right. Congratulations. Uh, the PowerPoint slide actually, you have to keep the PowerPoint slide. You have to download the PowerPoint slide and keep it by yourself because I will not release the PowerPoint slides again. Many students graduate and go back ask me to for the PowerPoint slide. I said no. You should download and preserve the PowerPoint slide by yourself. Okay. So I just elaborate the detail of this part. We make a package JSON, we assign a main.js, and we fill in the author and the description and other information for this project. Great. Next. Okay, the next thing is to install Electron for this project. As we just said before, Electron actually is a browser. So now let me download the Electron for this project. This is the secret code npm install electron dash dash save and dash div. What? What? Mr. Fu, what is this? The front part could be understand because it is intuitive. Okay, npm, please install the electron for me. Oh, this is intuitive. But what is this? Dash dash save and dash div. All right, I'm going to explain that later. But let's exercise before my explanation. All right, now go back to the project folder in your command console and just type the npm install electron and what's dash dash save and dash div. Enter. This I'm going to download the electron very rapidly like this. Oh, you have to keep your network on because it will try to download something from internet. Oh, very soon the electron is downloaded. The download is finished, and it says, oh, it adds 70 packages. Oh, so many, and audited 71 packages in 23 seconds. All right. We know that the programmers community. Maybe you heard before, software engineer like to join community and work together, and every person just sacrifice one piece of his effort and upload to the internet. So the community behind one package will be very enormous, very big. Everybody just donate a part of his knowledge and time to make the community better. So you can see that even Electron is just one tool. It has 70 dependencies to other work. We appreciate, thank you, appreciate for the work the community do for us. All right, so go back to the folder. Let's examine what's happening. Oh, something is appeared. Previously we just had package JSON, right? Now we have more things in this folder. The first thing, this is pretty similar to the all this one, but what is this? Okay, we can open the file in VS Code. We can find so many dependencies. So many dependencies. But we are never going to change any line of them. It is just a record for the npm module, for the npm system to know what thing happens when we are downloading every module in this folder. Okay, we can close the log.json right now. And there is another folder called the no modules. When you open the no modules, you will see a bunch of modules have already been downloaded. Actually, it's pretty similar to 70. Oh no, maybe 20 to 30 modules downloaded over here. And one of them is Electron. Just one of the modules is Electron. The others are dependencies. Without the dependency, the Electron may not work fine. So, Electron. So next time when you see a no module folder, don't delete anything from the folder. Okay. Never try to delete or remove anything from this no module folder. You can copy the file out of the folder, but never add it or change anything inside it. Right. So these are the modules. All right. About the safe development option, I'm going to elaborate later. After we compile the Electron app, you'll know why we need these things. Okay, but not right now. Next. Okay, next is to make some JavaScript for this application. The first JavaScript program we are going to make is the classic hello world, and we're going to say hello from it. You know that every time you dive into a language class, software and language class, the first lesson is always the hello world, always the hello world. Now let's say hello to the world, hello from it. Okay, how to do that? Let me show you. Just like I said before, now we have a Node.js project. We can right now type some program inside it. So the program, do you know that we can add new files over here? Right click and select new file. New file. Right click, new file. Then we can create a new file. What's the name? I remember it's main.js, right? Yes. So let's create a main.js over here. We just assign the name in the package JSON. You remember? All right. So now let's type some program over here. Console log hello from Electron. Okay. I need to take a focus over here. Maybe you already know how to program, but I have some private skills for everybody, private personal skills. Whenever you are trying to type a program in JavaScript, always type parentheses in a pair. Otherwise, you'll forget the other part because sometimes you embrace for 5 to 10 layers. You're definitely missing the any one of them. So console.log. Hold your right hand on shift and your left hand to type a pair of parentheses. While you finish the pair of parentheses, go back and type the content inside. And this guarantees that you have a pair of parentheses. This is very important because for JavaScript programming, maybe sometimes you heard that a callback hell. Callback hell is not able to forbid in the beginner level. You always program something like callback hell. All right. Always do remember whenever you are typing a parentheses, make a pair of them and go back to edit the content inside. All right, so bear with me. I have to take 3 more seconds to finish this part. Right? And as you can see that I put a column over here. And Mr. Fu, why do we putting a column over here? Does it mean that whenever I finish a line, I'll always having to put a column over there? No, JavaScript is very smart. If you neglect or forget to put a column over here, the JavaScript interpreter could also distinguish the line and make everything perfect for you. But for my personal habit, I always enclose the line with a column. So that's my personal habit. When you finish that, press save, press Ctrl S to save the file. And this is it. This is the main.js. All right, so the last part. After that, we are going to have a 10 minutes coffee break. All right. Now we have main.js. We have everything we need. We are going to execute the code. Go back to the command line. Type what's the name? Sorry. Ah, sorry. One thing I didn't change. We have to change the script commands in the package.json. Sorry, go back to package.json. The default script is not the one we need. We have to change to start. And for the starting parameter, we just use electron, space, and dots. This will invoke electron to us. And go back to use npm space start, and you can be able to see hello. This is it. Okay. After a striving of 30 minutes, we finish with having this nice code. Okay. All right. Thank you. So we're going to have a 10 minutes coffee break, and welcome back later. Okay. Mhm. Okay. No internet. Hmm. Okay, welcome back. So, sorry about that. As you mentioned about the start script over here, I circle I in, I put a rectangle over here. I didn't talk about this before. So please be noted that we have to multiply. We have to add the code over here. And what does it do? Actually, it just invoke the electron at the current folder. The little dot means the current folder. The parent folder is double dot. The single dot means the current folder. Okay, let me show you. So whenever we execute the hello world, it just occupies the thread. If you want to quit from the program, here, you can press Control and the C. Control and the C. And you will be notice about that. Are you going to terminate the work? Press Y and enter. Yes. And then you can exit from the progress. And if you want to execute the last command, you can press up without the tedious typing work. So running npm start again, it will invoke the electron and show me the hello. If I'm going to terminate the program, Control C, Control C. Of course, you can press twice, Control C. It will allow you to exit from the execution. And this one is the lesson 6. Lesson 6, we're going to make a music player by ourselves. So at that time, by following the exercise, you'll be able to get these things. And you'll be able to add a song from your folder. Double click to. And for this part, we're not going to teach you how to make this part. This is another course. My data visualization. And let me next one. Next one. Oh, every song here is generated by AI. Can use Suno to generate the songs. All right, so this is an Electron app. Um, of course, you'll not be able to notice that actually this is a browser. Actually, this is a browser, and we just stuff our codes into the browser. And when you press the exe file, it just show you the browser immediately loading the code. You're not noticing every detail about that. So for you, it's pretty similar to a native application. Actually, this is Electron. Okay, next. All right. We were talking about the empty and start, right? We just modify the start, the script part. This. What does it do for us? Actually, what we want is to invoke Electron at this folder. Sorry. Oh. Electron at this folder. What's npx electron? Yeah, it needs an npx. So without setting the initiate starting code, you can use npx space electron space and dot and enter. So this will enable you to open the electron at this folder. But this is too tedious, so we're going to set the initiate commands over here. This is for convenience. All right, next. Now we're going to load a web page into the Electron to see the web page. So in Electron, each window displays a web page that can be loaded either from a local HTML file or from a remote web address. So later we're going to make a local web page. You know that index.html. Um, did you take any course about web development before? Nope. Uh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, who is the teacher? Professor Wang. Okay. All right. So, is that a required course or an optional course? Required. Okay. So everybody learns index.js, right? Yeah. Great. Okay, I can save some time. So later, let's make index HTML. Maybe you have already know that for classic layout of HTML, we always have a pair of HTML tag, tag, and it could be separated into two parts. The first part is the head part. The second part is the body part. So for this example, we just make it easy. In the head part, we just show a title. The title will show at the top left corner of this application. So we'll call hello from Electron Renderer. Okay, this is the title. And this is the body. To make it sure, we just show one heading line. S1 is the biggest size of the font. So we're going to make this sentence showing in S1 size. And we're going to say hello from Electron Renderer again. Okay, let's do it. Mm-hmm. Oh, not this project. Open, go back to our VS Code, right click to generate a new file. We'll give it a name index.html. All right, my secret again. Do you know when you're pressing the tab key, it will auto complete some magic word for you. All right, HTN tab. Enter. HEAD tab. Enter. TIT tab. And body tab. H1 tab. So whenever you press the tab, you'll be able to cozily type the sentence we want. Hello. Okay, I forget what to say. Hello world. Okay. Okay, now I need your help to add a index.html and fill the content like this. Okay. Oh, the first line could be omitted. Okay. This line is not so serious. You can omit the line. Okay, do you finish that? Okay. All right. So, somebody will say that, Mr. Fu, I'm so happy. Does it mean that now when I open the lecture, my index HTML will be shown automatically? All right, I don't know. Maybe we can have a try. Okay, let's do it. Let's have a try. So, right now, okay, let me go back and just type the magic command npm start. Woo! Nothing happened. Why? 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 It should be able because it's a browser. It should know my index HTML. No, actually, for Electron, it just loaded the main.js for you. It didn't automatically load the index for you because it's not actually a real browser. You will not automatically not automatically load the index for you. So what should I do? Okay, we should load the index by ourselves. So can you get it? So next, in the next page, we're going to show you how to load the index into the container, into the browser, by simply these 10 little lines. It will be able to load the index for you. Let me introduce the code over here. Uh, you, you don't need to memory each line of the code because from this lesson, we're going to write the code in similar manner. So as you repeat again and again, you'll naturally remember everything. You don't need to spend extra time to remember everything. Right? The first line is to import some Electron code for you. So we are going to import the Electron package, and we don't need everything in it. We just need two things from the Electron package. The first thing is the app. This is an this is an object. We need an object which is initiated by Electron. And the second thing we need is a class called the browser window. The browser window controls every detail of this browser, while the app while represented for the application we see on the screen. So we just get these two things from the huge Electron package. And later, from line number 3 to line number 7, we're going to
intercept. Whenever the application is initiated and get ready, it will fire an event to the system. By listening to the event, we can know when the app is ready. So we just intercept the ready event. Whenever the ready event fires, let's do the thing between these two curly braces. So this is the pattern over here. So what are we going to do? The things we are going to do is to initiate, is to create a browser window with the configuration like this. We need a window which having a width of 800 and having a height of 600. So 800, 600, this is what we need. So by initiate this window, we can assign the generating window into this variable. We call this variable width, in short, of window. And later, we're going to use the window to load our actual web page, which should be the index.html. So this is the flow. Now let's type everything, everything in this 10 lines into our main.js.
We don't need the hello world anymore. We can delete the line. Do you need? Okay.
Be aware of this part. When you're typing this part, this is a lambda function. Always type parentheses in a pair. Always type the curly braces in a pair. This will guarantee that you are in a correct format. Then when you finish, you can go back to the command console and type nbsr to check the code. Okay, when you finish everything, just go back to the console and put the npm start command and press enter. Then, boom, yeah. Then we are going to have an app like this. Okay. Of course, if you pay ChatGPT, you can upload the image to ChatGPT and ask the GPT to generate the code for you. It has a very brilliant eye and intellectual to see the code inside. But you are still encouraged to type everything by yourself, and especially um, your gets striving with the parentheses. Most of the time, you are missing some parentheses, brackets, or angle bracket or curly braces. So this is an exercise for the beginners. All right, so I think everybody should generate the window, right? Great, great, Jojo. So let me explain what is happening when you are invoking the browser. So for the Electron app, it is running in two different threads. One is called main process, the main thread, and the other is called the renderer process, the renderer thread. Do you know threads and process? Okay, maybe not. Let me show you. Do you know that whenever we press Control and Alt and Delete, you are able to invoke a task manager in your Windows system? Okay, Control, Alt, and Delete, and enable the task manager. Okay, this is the task manager. We just have one CPU, maybe several. Okay, several. We have about 8 core or more cores on your CPU. And that means we can run multiple instances of application at the same time. So each of the list over here is called a process. Whenever you expand the process, it will have several threads. So our CPU, our computer, is multiple process and also multiple threads. It can run several applications at the same time. For Electron, it runs two threads. One is called the main thread, and the other is called the renderer thread. But what's the difference between these two things? Let me explain. The main thread has nothing related to feature, nothing related to feature. It is pure abstract. You can load file, you can play music in the main thread, and never show any elements in it. On the other hand, the render process, most of the tasks it has to do is related to visual. It renders component, it renders the button, renders the text box, render the image, and render every form for you in order to look like a website. So our HTML is loaded by the renderer process. But for most of the application, the main thread does almost do nothing. It just start and load the index HTML, and the following things are all done in renderer process. Unless some important things have to be done, like searching in database. The renderer doesn't know who is the database because it's lays deep inside our computer. It has some security problems, so you don't have access to the network ports. So you have to communicate between these two brothers in order to access the database. So if your application needs to access database, it will initiate by the renderer, hey, brother, I have to access database. And the main process says, oh, okay, now I do it for you. I just check the database. Okay, this is Michael's phone, this is Andy's phone, blah, 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 and reply back the data to the render process for rendering everything else. Okay, this is the multitask responsibilities of these two things. All right, if you have any further question, you can ask for GPT. Explain me what is the difference between main process and the regular process for electron. Next. Okay, next we are going to package an electron at maybe I think what is the time right now? Okay, we still have some time. Right now we don't have any ESE file. I know that you are encouraged, you are very happy to generate an ESE file by yourself, but we need to do some more things. What are the things we have to do? We have to use some other package to package the electron app to be an ESE file. So in this lesson, we're going to use another package called the forge, electron-forge. So the at sign over here means it's the official package. You know that the community is really large. Some enthusiasts, they really write a lot of code, but their code is not qualified. So official packaging means the packaging is qualified with fine quality. So some packaging you will see that there is an at symbol as a prefix to the packaging name. So for this lesson, we need you to install the electron forge and the CLI. The CLI is command line, the command line interfaces. Okay. Oh, I didn't explain why we put a dash safety over here, right? As you can see that when the program runs, we no more need the no module folder. I mean the electron in the no module folder. We see a lot of package over here, right? Is everything needed when I export this application? Actually not. Some of the codes will never be used again when you make the ESE of this application, especially for the electron. As you can see, the electron folder is a little bit large. It's 273 megabytes. So if we didn't need these codes when the application runs, how about let's delete all of them? Yes, this is the idea behind. So if you do like to save some more storage, the things you should do is put this flag, the dash dash save and div when you are installing the package. Okay, but not everything, not all the modules to be installed with this directive. Okay? Just some of them. Eventually, is one. So let's do it. Oops. Okay, we're going to install with the directive save div, and we're going to install the official package from Electron Forge, and another one is CLI. Okay, sooner and you'll be able to download everything. It's not a big package. So after we have everything, we're going to call the command as the second line over here. The command is npx electron forge and the import. Okay, npx. Sorry.
Hooray! Now I have everything I need. Thanks for using Electron Forge. Okay, thank you. Next one. All right, so now we are going to build the application. By simply run npm run make, then we are going to generate the exe file.
So when you finish make the project, you'll see two different folders placed in the out folder. There is an out folder which is generally in the front folder. So the things inside the make folder is what we need. While the things inside the my Electron app Windows 32-S64, this is for debug use. We don't need this because this one is for engineer to test the application. So let's dive into the make folder. So we see several packages over here. All we need is the ESE version. We don't need the new package version. You can delete the new package version. We don't need these things. Don't. And let's have a try. Okay. By simply double click the ESE file, you'll be able to install this program. Wait a minute. I should. Okay, installing. Here is the bug. Whenever you install the program, it will run the program immediately. But actually, we don't want to run at this time. But this bug will be fixed in the next page. So we can close this. We can close this one. All right. So now, if you search in your system, you'll see that your application is installed. My system. Where is my applications? What's the name? Hello. See, hello world. We had installed this application into the system. If you don't want it anymore, you can uninstall the program. I'm sorry, I'm using the Chinese version of Windows. So, where is it? All right, here comes the mystery problem. Where is the application? I saw it is installed, but where is it? It seems like it's hiding in some part of my computer. Yes, it's hiding in your computer. So let me show you where it is. The first thing is to dive into your user directory. Your user directory should be the same name of your login account name. So user directory, this is my username, Mr. Fu. And we have to show the hidden folder. In the user folder, some of the folder are hidden. In order to show the hidden folder, we should expand the settings over here. Let me click the three little dots, and select the setting. And in the setting, I think, wait a minute. I think there is a shortcut. Oh yeah, here is a shortcut. I believe there is some option for the view or exam or something like that. And whenever you expand the view options, scroll down, you have another context menu. By enabling the hidden items, you'll be able to see the hidden directory. And we should also enable the extension file name. These two are the most important options for software engineer. Most of the time, we enable these two options. So after that, you should be able to see some folders starting with a dot. By scrolling down, you will find an app data. This is a hidden folder. App data. Just dive into it. Oh, here comes your part of your system. Maybe you don't know that some popular application, especially some recent released application, they all install something in this folder. But when you uninstall the software, 50% of the time they will not going to clean the folder over here. So when your computer day by day, year by year, it accumulates so many files in these three folders. And of course, if you install some application and you notice that it doesn't ask you where to install. Yes, right? Sometimes the installation do not ask you whether to put the installed files. The answer is they all put everything into this folder. So let's dive into the I remember the roaming. Is it roaming or some? Wait a minute. Local. Oh yeah, the local one, the local folder, and check for the hello world. So here it is. As you can see that I generate this folder and file at the 5 minutes before. So by double click this exe file, we'll be able to launch this application. Of course, we can copy a link to it by right click and here the copy. Right click and copy and go back to desktop. Right click again to paste the link. So you'll be able to have a link on the desktop and you'll be able to freely open it again. Interesting, right? Now you can share this application with your friends or sell it in the market. But actually, Electron app has some security problem because as you can see, it's just a browser. Somebody may hack into the application and get all your code. So the security is another problem we have to make whenever we are trying to sell this binary code on internet. But that's a story far behind right now. Okay, may I know that if you success to install the program, would you please raise your hand? Not all. Okay. Thank you. You can put your hand down. All right. So if you doesn't have enough time to finish it right now, it's okay. And when you get back to your home, you can following all the procedure. I think the procedure is very clear to everyone, right? all you need to do is download the slides and following the procedures. All right, next. So we just see an installation bug before. That is, whenever we install the ESD file, it just run the application immediately. That is not what we want. How to do that? How to solve the bug? It is easy. We can install another package called Electron Swirl Startup. The Swirl actually is the package which help us a lot when building the ESE file. Actually, we rely on Swirl to build the ESE for us. So if we want to intercept the message of startup of a Swirl, we have to use this package. So by simply listening to the startup of Swirl, we can quit the application by this line of code. So this will solve the problem. Right? We'll temporarily skip this page right now. But if you're interested to solve the bug, you can by following the code over here. Okay. Interesting, right? So that's how we are going to make a mobile app. But before that, I think, okay, do need a coffee break. Okay. I think we can have some exercise, and after that, we are on time making the coffee break. All right, let me introduce the mobile app design for the quickest way I know so far. The answer is to use Ionic. Of course, in last semester, I let everybody to self-learning, and maybe you have a nice time spending on the bubble, but I guarantee Ionic is the most powerful solution for everybody, and it's very, very beautiful. The UI library it offers is very clean, neat, and beautiful. And of course, you can integrate some downloaded UI elements. If you find some beautiful and nice UI element on internet, you can integrate into your Ionic app and make everything looks perfect and professional. So Ionic is an open source UI toolkit for building performant, high quality mobile apps using the web technologies. And it's pretty similar to Electron. You just open a Chromium on your mobile phone and load everything into it. So this kind of application is called hybrid application, not a native application. I guess maybe you ever heard the term native application, right? So what does native application mean? It means you are opening the Android Studio scene. Android Studio and by coding with Java and the heavy loaded library, then you can finally make your application. Of course, native application runs really fast. Hybrid application is not so efficient, but it is very convenient because it just you can use your web page design, and and lightning speed you create your mobile phone version. All right. Of course, we can integrate Angular, we can integrate React, and we can integrate the Vue framework into it, which will be covered a little in this semester. Next, the Vue.js. Well, we're not going to talk about too much things about Vue.js because in the beginning we are going to use framework list. We're going to use some vanilla JS to make everything. Right. Um, I think we should make another folder. Otherwise, the code will be a mess. All right. So let me have a demonstration for everybody. Now I'm
going back to the work directory, and this time I'm going to create an Ionic app folder. Ionic app folder. Sorry, what happened? Okay, the connection problem. Please. All right. So uh, let's create an Ionic app folder and dive into it. So here I'm going to initiate the command line command prompt just by going to the address field and typing CMD. I can get this prompt command prompt window. The first thing is to npm init this project. So I'm going to call npm init and with a -y to automatically fill the information for me. All right. So in the last exercise, we installed Electron, but in this exercise, we're going to install the Ionic. So by typing npm install -g and at Ionic click, we are able to install Ionic in global path. What does the -g means over here? The last exercise, we didn't put a -g in our Electron folder. That means for each project, the Electron is installed to the project folder, not the global folder. Why we did so is because actually we just need temporarily. We are not going to need to go again and again. But for Ionic, it's stable. It is stable. So we are going to install Ionic in your global path. All right, so let me npm install -g and the Ionic, and I think it's clear right now, right? Yeah. The end. Okay. I'm sorry. Ionic is super smart, so it can generate a folder for you. We don't need the Ionic app folder. Sorry about that. Maybe I should go back. Sorry, I should go back and delete the folder because Ionic is super smart. It can generate everything. So in the program to folder, I'm going to invoke the Ionic by calling Ionic start. And it should prompt some question for you. The first question is, are we going to use the app creation wizard? No. The app creation wizard is a service on internet which provided by Ionic. And if you know more things about Ionic, maybe you can use the creation wizard. Temporarily, no. And framework, for this exercise, we choose Vue framework. And the project name, we're going to name this project Ionic Vue app. And start a template, we're going to use the tab template. If you choose the tab template, you'll get a footer in your application. Like tab 1 will do a tab 3. We'll see this later. And next, create a free Ionic account. No, we don't need an account temporary by so we select no. And change the project directory to run Ionic server. Okay, run to this right now. Okay.
it will start to download once you click enter. So you have to make sure the connection is okay. Okay, I think we can have a 10 minutes coffee break. Okay. And if you don't need to drink coffee, you can have a task. After you create everything, just dive into the Ionic View app folder and use the command Ionic serve to initiate your project. Will be like this. Okay.
Okay, so welcome back. So
Before the start of this semester, I was not able to log into MS Teams. So at that time, I was very nervous because rely on I rely very much on MS Teams. So I created this website. I was thinking that we don't have any photo web page or some announcement places on the internet. So I just created this site. And this is created by me and my GPT. Actually, I do web design 10 years before. At that time, I was using the jQuery and JQUI, which is a traditional, maybe an ancient technology from for right now. And this one is a co-design between me and GPT, and the video is generated by AI. And as you can see, this is about the course. This is a list with some CSS animation, and this is a table, and this is a accordion. So maybe you already know what is an accordion. For UI designer, the responsibility of a UI designer is to know every kind of UI element: accordion, card, menu bars, button, test bars, test area, form, something like that. So whenever you apply a UI framework, maybe some neat and clean and beautiful UI element is already made for you. Accordion is one of it. And here is the form, CSS animation. And I have another work. This is I done for my previous work. This is another department. This is another school, another department. And just like you can see card. When you hover, you see some CSS animation. This is a gallery slider. Of course, you can use your mouse to slide. Card again. This is the album. Blah 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 blah. Okay, web page design. So let's go back. You'll see that if you can do some web design, now it's very valuable because you can turn the web page into an application, and then you can even turn the web page design into an app by simply using Ionic. So, front-end designer, it's your time, it's your era, it's your age. Learn more front-end design, and you can do everything, almost everything. This is the magical front-end era. All right. And the following pages are um, some installation process. If you really want to get an APK, if we want to now our Ionic framework is working, but it's working inside the web browser. The final step, the last step, is to make it an APK. But the procedure to make it into an APK is a little bit lousy. You have to take some patience. Okay. The first tedious thing is to install the JDK, the notorious JDK. Have you ever heard of it? The Java Development Kit JDK. Okay. So later we're going to install the JDK on your computer. But if you temporarily omit everything, it's okay because we're going to use JDK after the midterm. Before midterm, we are going to stay in PC in desktop application using the Electron and the WebEx. After midterm, we're going to use the Ionic and the JDK and the React.js. So to install JDK, we have to download the JDK from the internet. But the version is very critical because in this lesson, we're not going to install the notorious Android Studio. Have you ever heard Android Studio before? It's a really monster tool, very large. the classic tool for native app development. We're going to make a detour. Going to make a detour to get rid of the Android Studio. The workaround is to using Gradle. Gradle is an automated ADK building tool. So the version I only use is Gradle 8, 8.2.8.1. For this Gradle, the compatible JDK is JDK 19. So you cannot install the latest JDK. It won't work with it. So here is the compatibility table for Gradle. So we can see that this is the Java version mapping to the Gradle version. For Gradle 8.10, it's been Java version 23. It's not the latest one. Okay. So we can download the JDK 19 from Oracle. Oracle is a huge company. Its expertise is the database development. Okay, so scroll down on this webpage, you can find the Windows 64 version installer or MSI installer. Either these two works. One is the very famous, the special format of Windows MSI installer. Somebody will say that MSI is virus free because this installer is not an EXE file. It's a special format designed by Microsoft as special purpose for installation. So you can choose this one, MSI installer. You have a yes. What about the Mac? Are you using Mac? Sorry. Actually, I'm not so familiar with Mac, so maybe you can spend some time to figure it out. Here are also versions for Mac, but I never tried them before. I'm sorry about that. My last Mac is maybe 12 years right now, laying in my in my restaurant. Okay, I think hold on. I think we can temporarily skip the installation right now because we are going to export the APK after the midterm. But before that, let me explain the toolchain for everybody because this is a toolchain lesson. I have to introduce the toolchain to everyone. Java Suite has a JDK, so we need JDK for building the APK. After that, we have to assign a directory for our system in order to teach every installer that where he can find the Java. So we're going to add a path variable to our system, which is called Java home. You don't need to do it right now, okay? And later we are going to install the SDK. Okay. One is JDK, the other is SDK. What is the difference? JDK is the compiler of Java language. SDK is an abstract code that allows your code to run on Android. The one is for Java, which is the most fundamental thing, and SDK is for Android. If you want to run your Java code on mobile, Android mobile. So the SDK is specially needed for Android. And you can download the SDK and install the SDK, and you have to agree the licenses. Otherwise, the build tool will be failed. And after that, blah 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 blah. You install JDK SDK, and then you can export your APK with Ionic. has a work has a framework called capacitor. Capacitor will take the responsibility of generating the APK. So by simply using the command over here, and you can build your APK. As you can see that we use Gradle. Capacitor will generate the source code, and Gradle will help you to build the source code without Android Studio. The last sentence is really happy for us because Android Studio is a monster, so we work around. And by following so many procedures, we can get our APK. You can download the APK onto your Android mobile phone, or you can use emulator, Android emulator. For example, I'm using the BlueStacks. Sometimes I play some Android game with it. So BlueStack can also install my APK and showing the screen over here. Nice. And of course, you can use a real mobile phone like mine. This is my Samsung phone, and I can install the APK on my Samsung phone, and it should work seamlessly. Okay, that's it. Also, I prepare an exercise for everybody, but I think you can, if you have time, you can have an exercise because today I think it's just the start of the semester. It should be an easy lesson, right? Easy lesson. Okay. So, the exercise should be like this. Right now, you know how to build an electric app. The happy thing is that GPT also knows about it. So you can ask GPT to generate a dice roller app and build in electron to make it exercise. Right? So, sorry. And you have another choice, which is Claude AI. Claude is expert, is an expert in making programming. So either ChatGPT or Claude AI can make this app for you. Or recently there is a very famous Chinese AI called DeepSeek, and DeepSeek will also finish the task. Okay, let me have an exercise for everybody as a demonstration. I'm going to use the ChatGPT. I'm using the 4.0, which is not the most advanced one. And I say, hi, how's going on? Okay, I want to make an electron app, which is made by JS, which means JavaScript. Sorry, I make it larger. And I want a dice roller, app. And, can you make that for me? And blah 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 blah. See that NPM init? Why? Okay, doing the same thing, doing the totally same thing to us. Main.js, renderer.js, and this is the index, the web page. This is the main.js, and this is the renderer.js. Woohoo! And the multiplication, totally the same. So if you paste everything to the project, everything should work properly. Are we going to do that? Sure. Let me have a demonstration. Okay, index. This is my index. Okay, now I get my dice roller. Perfect. Okay, but I don't see any dice. Maybe next time you can let the GPT to generate some dice because there are some emoji. There are some emoji icons which represent for the dice points. So next time if you have a party, you need some dice or lottery app. You can let your GPT to generate, and by this procedure you can get an app. All right, but even we encourage everybody to use, even in this lesson, you are encouraged to use GPT. We are still going through each line and explain the detailed idea behind each line. So maybe you heard that some press just claiming that the software engineer is really reaching the end, and most of the software engineer will lose their job. But I think that's not the truth. You still have chances to learn and to design and to mimic the theories or to make the most finest art in your hand. You still have a lot of work to do. As you can see, GB just finished a rough framework. This is not charming at all. So for us, we can design the UI, design the dynamic effect like animation, or even make it more responsive or make it an entertainment. Um, so there is a lot of room for improvement. This is not the end. GPT can only do the basic and simple things for you, which we are going to utilize as a ground, as a stepping stone on the way of our learning journey. It's not the final end and not the ultimate solution. You are the one to create and to design everything. Okay? So I think today we are calling it a day at here. But before we ending this lesson, we are going to have a roll call. Okay. Last time I'm seeing a QR code roll call system. Where is that? It's really all right. What's that? Okay, let's have a try. Would you please use your QR code scanner to scan this? What does this show? Oh yes, somebody is present. Everybody. All right. So it just doesn't automatically finish the roll call. Right. Well, never mind. let's do it manually. Okay, I'm going to close that. Go back to the traditional way. Okay, let's have a roll call. The first one is Sarah, 谢雪燕, okay, present. The empty means present. Okay, the empty means present. The second one is Anna, okay, and Vera, and Livia. Livia, not here. Okay, and Markisha, okay, and Napafa not here, and Jojo, okay, and Jasmine, okay, and our new classmate. Oh, please do remember, okay, have a registration. All right, thank you for joining me with the happy hours. Do you have any question? No? Okay, thank you. And please be noted that tomorrow we're going to have a meeting about the project. Okay. If you have any friend who doesn't show today, please help me to notice about they should be present tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
If I want to use the macros,
Mhm.
I have to find out if it's participate.
Five.
Like after you use like because the presentation is all for the
Windows.
Windows.
Actually, I don't think we have any staff using macOS, but I think the coding is very mature, and the procedure should be very similar. Even if you can't find anyone, I think ChatGPT will know every procedure, and you have 90% to finish to get a perfect answer from ChatGPT. I think. And if you really encounter any problem, you can reach me. I'll do my best, but I don't have a Mac.